Imagine exploding off the line with lightning speed, but your weak ankles are holding you back. Is this what you do before every game? Is it hard for you to imagine to play a game without all this? So why not unlock your full potential and break free from those shackles and make your ankles indestructible? I will give you 6 exercises that is going to help you do that. Ankle stiffness can be a game changer. Literally, it can be the difference between a good athlete and a great one. You need to have stiff ankles so that you can accelerate faster and have less ground contact time. It will make you absorb force better, it will make you jump higher and keep you away from injuries. As you age, your tendons and muscles get weaker. Also, overuse and injuries can make your ankles weak as well. The biggest problem is that after injury, you don't give enough time for rehab or strength training and just try to find shortcuts to get back on the pitch again. Ankles work in tandem with your calves, your hamstrings, as well as your glutes. When you sprain or hurt your ankle, the fascia chain gets damaged, which can inhibit the use of all these muscles synergistically. Fun fact, 25% of all athlete-related injuries are ankle sprains. Now, enough with the introduction, let's begin. So now that we're in the gym, let's start with the exercises. For the purpose of this video, I have done this bare feet so that you can see how high my ankles are going, how high my heels are off the ground, the way my toes are contracting, and you can see probably all the muscles, the tiny muscles, those are activating. So let's start with the first one. So the first one is an isometric calf raise hold. So we're doing it in 2 movements. So you're going to do a straight leg one. So make sure that your body is upright as much as possible, and then you're pulling your heel up as high as you can. Maintain that tension in that calf and in those ankles and that Achilles tendon, and then you'll feel probably a burning sensation also in your glute. As I earlier mentioned, that your ankles work in symmetry with your calves, your hamstring, as well as your glutes, so you probably might feel a burn in your glutes as well. The second variation is the knee bent. So how you can see when we accelerate, you can see that the tibia, the angle of the tibia, we're trying to match that. So make sure that we get that ankle stiffness in that position. You can hold on to the dumbbell while you do it, or you can do it body weight depending on how you feel it. I do recommend doing it bare feet because of the proprioception method, that you can feel things a bit more with your ground. You get a lot more feedback, but obviously it's up to you. You can do it with the shoes, yet you will have the same effect and benefit. Now take a pause here. I think this is important to address. It bends my mind that about 89% of people who view our videos are not subscribers. Could I ask you for a favor? Please press the subscribe button right now. If you like this channel and the content I put out, the best and cheapest way to support us is by subscribing. This will motivate me to work even harder to bring out good content so that I can add a little bit of value to your life. Now let's get back to it. The second one is your heel high, and then you're doing a single leg squat in that position. So you're trying to really drive into that hinge, getting that hip back while maintaining that balance on that single leg, on the balls of our foot. Use the wall or anything in front of you as balance. Keep it as controlled and as possible. Again, we're working with the drive phase of running, where your angle of the tibia as well as your hips and your chest is making a 45-degree angle with the flow. Is really going to help you with that acceleration, and also with whatever Achilles tendon issues that you have is going to alleviate that as well. Third one is a Bulgarian split squat, but we're doing it a single leg hold. Again, isometric. Isometrics are great for tendon health, and that's what majorly your explosiveness comes from, the Achilles tendon. So I'm in a rear foot elevated split squat position, where I'm on the balls of my foot. That's the only point of contact on the ground that I have. Maintain it as much as you can, time under tension. If you really want to progress in this movement, you can always bounce on the spot and feel the difference. So you're trying to absorb more force, you're trying to make that ankle a lot more sturdier and a lot more stronger, so that, because running is a violent activity, so you're able to absorb that force as much as you can. So the next one is a single leg wall bridge, but with your heel elevated. So we're trying to work on that soleus as well as those hamstring and that glute activation while our foot is plantar flexed. So what we do is we put our foot on the wall, just one foot, elevate, just ease off on that heel, get it away from the floor, and I want you to bridge. So get that butt off the ground, round that tailbone back up, sit it properly and hold that position. So as you can see, if you keep a shorter distance, if you have your knee bent a lot more, that shorter lever is going to work a lot more on your calf, but when you have it extended, you're going to work a lot more on your hamstring. So that's up to you. The major thing is to make sure that you focus on that drive of the ball or into the wall and getting that heel up as much as you can, and it's going to help you better synergistically work all the other muscles. The other one is a yielding exercise. So this means you're trying to absorb force. So what we do, we go high on our toes and we drop forward and catch ourselves into the split squat position, so in a lunge position. Again, you're on the ball of your foot. If you want, you can stay there for a few seconds so that your body can absorb that force and push back up as violently as you can, or you can just go down there, absorb for 3 seconds and just walk back. This is going to really help your brain work your muscles in accordance to force absorption and yielding. This is what it's called. The last one is nothing better than a jump rope. Take the jump rope, jump as many times as possible. You can do pogos with the jump rope if you want. You can go into a split stance position, sort of like a crisscross. So you can do the Ali shuffle, in which you're not only working on that ankle strength and the dorsiflexion, but you're also working on your fast feet, your coordination, and this is how it ties up again. As always, the important fact is your ankles remain strong and your ankles remain really healthy as much as possible. You're away from injury, because as you age, this is one aspect of your body that really lags behind and can create a lot more problems for you down the line. So make sure that you do these exercises, try to incorporate them into your plan. If you don't have weights or equipment, that's fine. Whatever I showed you is all body weight related. You can start off there at home before a game. Actually, I would recommend doing it after a game for recovery purposes, or on your normal strength and conditioning days, but reap the benefits out of this program. If you find this very helpful, press the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you want to find out how to better your immunity in winters, don't forget to check out this video.